Yes, guys, yes, people, welcome back to Live Talks Football and welcome to another episode of Premier League predictions. Now, I know this is going to be a late one, but the reason why I'm doing this so late is because I'm going to make this video very quickly because I just finished watching the women's game. I've got to prepare myself for a long journey down into Bournemouth tomorrow. So that's why this video is going to be a very quick one. Yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys all of my predictions, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why I'm predicting them teams to either draw, lose, or win, if you know what I mean. So there we go. So this one is gonna be very quick. But before we get things started, let me just quickly talk about the women's game. And very disappointed because Man City have not only beaten Chelsea at home, they have done that for the first time since May 2016. Not only that, they are the only team to end Chelsea's unbeaten home record in the league. And not only that, they are the first team to not allow Chelsea to score after they beat us 2-0 last season. So fair play to Manchester City, you know. And if you watch that game, you see one of the reasons why they have the best defensive record in the league this season. 8 goals conceded, eight, and tonight proved it. Alex Green was so really good tonight, and she deserved the player of the match. And that goalkeeper Kitty, oh my god, she deserved a clean sheet because he made some big saves. They'd have some shaky moments, passing out straight to the opposition, but she made some big saves, and she deserves a clean sheet. And Man City deserved the win because in the first half, their game plan worked. They were dominating us. They were every time we tried to like win the ball, they were closing down our players. Like they did what Arsenal did, except that Arsenal scored 3 goals at half time, whereas Man City only scored one at half time. So there we go. And the second half, Man City didn't look the way they did in the first half. That's because I just know that Chelsea will be active in the second half. But listen, Gareth Taylor, you know, he did really well tonight, and so did Manchester City. For Chelsea, though, really, really disappointed and gutted that we created so many chances, but some of them were well wide. Some of them should have the goalkeeper. Like, I feel like we had shots on target, but none of them came in above the net. So really, really disappointed. Like if we would have won tonight, we would have been 6 points ahead of Manchester City, and that would easily easily ease the pressure on the title race because 6 points against Manchester City, like that would be really good for us. But now they're the same points as us. But the reason why we're still top is because we had the better, we scored more goals than Manchester City this season. That's why we're still top. But listen, we pick ourselves up, we move on. Because guess what happened? Because guess what? Arsenal won the same points as us, yeah, when they beat us 4-1. Guess what happened next? They dropped points against Tottenham and they've lost. And we beat Bristol City away. So I really hope that after the international break, like we got Leicester City away next, and we always smash them. So let's hope we can do that again. And let's hope that Man City can drop points against Everton. Because if they do that, we'll be 3 points ahead of them and we'll still be in the title and we'll still be one of the favourites. So, yeah, really, really disappointing performance. But we pick ourselves up and we move on into Leicester City. So, there we go. But congratulations to City. I'm really disappointed for Chelsea, but we move on. All right, so enough with Chelsea women's talk. Let's get down to the Premier League, and I'm going to make this very, very quickly because I've got to eat, go to sleep, and just ride my way down into Bournemouth tomorrow. So this is going to be a very quick video. So let's get started. So the first game is Brentford against Liverpool, and I went for a 3-1 Liverpool win because I know that Liverpool don't have a good record against Brentford, but Brentford this season haven't been that great. I mean, they're close to the relegation zone, whereas for Liverpool, they're in first place after that 3-1 win against Burnley, because Liverpool 1-0 up, then Burnley equalised, and you thought to yourself, is Liverpool going to drop another points? And they didn't. So there we go. For this game, is at 12:30 p.m. kickoff. I know that Liverpool don't do well in the lunchtime kickoff, but listen, Mo Salah is back. Of course, there's no Trent, but there's Connor Cody who can play really well as right back, and no Allison as well. but there's a goalkeeper who I've forgotten his name that could do. Is it Kelleher? Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, but listen, Liverpool still have great players. So for me, I still think they'll win. If they don't, if they don't win, then is Liverpool gonna bottle it because like Arsenal did, if you know what I mean. But listen, I feel like Liverpool are gonna get that win, so that's why I'm gonna go for 3-1. Brentford's goal scorer, I'm gonna go for Ivan Toney. For Liverpool, the goal scorers for the Burnley one, I got spot on. So I feel like it's going to be the same goal scorers unless Mo Salah is back starting, but I don't think he would. So my goal scorers for Liverpool is Luis Diaz, Darwin Nunes, and Diogo Jota. 3-1 Liverpool's going to be my prediction for that game tomorrow. So yeah, that's going to be my prediction. Gita Community Stadium, Liverpool, I feel like they need to go out there and get a result and they need to get that win because the last two games they haven't won. They lost last season and the season before that. So Liverpool, excuse me, need to get that win, and I feel like they will do. So I'm gonna go for 3-1 to Liverpool for that game tomorrow. Another game tomorrow is Burnley at home to Arsenal. Of course, Burnley lost against Liverpool for Arsenal 6-0 against West Ham away. 6-0. I mean, against a very good West Ham team under David Moyes. I mean, 4-0 up, and I thought to myself, I can see this being 6-0. And then when they Arsenal scored two quick goals, I thought to myself, is this going to be 8-0? But I thought to myself, let me just go with my 6-0 and yeah, so yeah, Arsenal were really good, and that was their best performance of the season so far. You know, every player there was really good. Declan Rice for me was the man of the match. Like every player out there did really, really good. So let's hope that Mikel Arteta does the exact same thing in the Burnley game, where he sticks to the same lineup as he did against West Ham, and just make sure the Arsenal players have that same kind of performance as they did against West Ham up against Burnley. Because if they can do that, then I feel like we need to take Arsenal serious. Yes, I still think that Arsenal are still not the favourites to win it, but if they can still like win games and just make sure that Man City and Liverpool drop points, then I feel like one of the favourites to win it. So there we go. But yeah, I'm gonna go for 3-0 Arsenal. The goal scorers, I'm gonna go for Martinelli, Bukayo Saka, and I'm gonna go for Eddie Nketiah if he starts up top. Actually, no, I might go for Trossard. No, I'm gonna go for Trossard, Saka, and Martinelli. So yeah, those are gonna be the goal scorers for that game tomorrow. So yeah, 3-0 to Arsenal. It's gonna be my prediction for that game tomorrow. Right. Next one is Fulham up against Aston Villa. Now, of course, Fulham got that win against Bournemouth at home. Whereas for Aston Villa, their last couple of games have been that great. And Unai Emery's bottling it. I believe that Tottenham are in fourth place as well right now, and Aston Villa are in fifth. Like, honestly, how can you go from title ways to now being the top four ways? Like, Unai Emery's just balling, He really, really is. And Aston Villa have lost two away home games in a row. Actually three. Sorry. They lost against um, Newcastle, Chelsea in the FA Cup, and Manchester United last game. So things are looking good for Aston Villa. The reason why I've gone for an Aston Villa, no, sorry, for the win is because Aston Villa, for me, I still don't think they have a good record, even though their previous away game was against Sheffield United, they beat 5-0. Listen, Sheffield United are bottom. Fulham, yeah, are out in 14th place. So that's why, to me, the Fulham game for Aston Villa is going to be more difficult than the Sheffield United game because I expected Aston Villa to get that win. But for this game, it's going to be difficult for them. And let's just hope Fulham can do what they did against Bournemouth because I didn't thought that Fulham going to get result against Bournemouth, what they did. So yeah, I'm going to go for 3-1 to them. The goal scorers, I'm going to go for Bobby Dicker Overweed, Willian, and I'm not sure who else for Aston Villa. I'm going to go only for Ollie Watkins, and that's it. Or maybe Douglas Lee. So there we go. So yeah, I'm going to go for 3-1 to Fulham for that game tomorrow. Another game is Newcastle versus Bournemouth. And it's at St. James Park. Now, Newcastle, their last game was against. What was Newcastle's last game? Let me have a quick look. If I get my phone. Okay. Yeah, let me check out Newcastle's last game. One sec. One sec. What was Newcastle's last game? Oh yeah, Forest, and they beat them 3-2, and that was a really good game, really good game. So yeah, this game is at St James Park, and yeah, Bournemouth aren't particularly doing well over the last couple of games. So listen, if Bournemouth would have won and Newcastle would have lost, I would have gone for Bournemouth win. But listen, this game is at James Park, and it's still a difficult place to go to, even though that Liverpool, Man City, and Forest are the only team to go to St James Park and get that win. Those are the only teams. So listen, I don't think both are going to do the same thing. I feel like Newcastle is going to have, and their last home game was that 4-4 where they were 1-0 up. So I expect Newcastle to get that win and to bounce back after that 4-4 draw against Luton Town. So yeah, 3-1 to Newcastle United is going to be my prediction. The goes for Bournemouth. I'm going to go for Dominic Solanke. For Newcastle United, I'm going to go for Alexander Isak, Anthony Gordon, and Dan Burn. So yeah, I'm going to go for Newcastle United 3-1 win against Bournemouth. The next game, Nottingham Forest against West Ham United. Now, of course, both teams have lost at home, but West Ham United, like I said, 6-0. Nottingham Forest lost 3-2, like a five-goal thriller. So the West Ham game was worse than the Forest game. So listen, West Ham United, I'm not sure if they're gonna have any confidence after going 4-0 down at half time. Do I think Nottingham Forest are going to do the same thing? No. But this game is at the City ground. And let's not forget that Forest tend to do really well at home. So I really doubt that West Ham are going to pick themselves after that 6-0 defeat. And plus, the way that West Ham fans left early, that's not going to give West Ham players and the manager too much confidence. And many people, and what a lot of my West Ham fans who are friends are saying David Moyes out because that performance was really, really embarrassing. Really, really embarrassing. So listen, I don't think West Ham are going to pick themselves after that embarrassing defeat against Arsenal in the London Derby. So I feel like it's going to be another loss. I don't think they're going to get destroyed by Nottingham Forest, but I see them not scoring and not getting that win again away from home. So yeah, I'm going to go for 2-0 to Forest. The goal scorers, I'm going to go for Callum Hudson-Odoi and Adebayor for Forest. So yeah, I'm going to go for 2-0 to them. The next one is Tottenham against Wolves. Now, of course, Tottenham got that lucky win against Brighton because throughout this game, Brighton have been dominating Tottenham, but I just knew that Brighton will go 1-0 up, but Tottenham would just find a way to like do so much better, score two goals, and Brennan Johnson will score a late winner, and it ended 2-1. So listen, because Brighton have beat them already this season, and that was at home, and Wolves have beaten them 2-1. So listen, this game is at White Hart Lane, so I feel like it's going to be the same result as the Wolves game when they beat them 2-1 during December. So yeah, I'm gonna go for in November. I'm gonna go for 2-1 to Tottenham. The goals go for Wolves. I'm gonna go for Pedro Neto. For Tottenham, I'm gonna go for Son is back, so I feel like he will score, and with Richarlison as well to score for Tottenham Hotspur. So yeah, 2-1 to Tottenham is gonna be my prediction for that game tomorrow. Then we move on into the big one. Now, unfortunately, there's not going to be any content on that one because, like I said, I've got things to do tomorrow. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to do a match preview, a live watching a match reaction. So, unfortunately, I'm going to miss that one. But maybe that's a good thing because, as you can see, I went for 4-0 Manchester City because, listen, even though we got a result against Crystal Palace in our first half, we were absolutely horrible. Yeah, horrible. The setup, the performance, and Chelsea are the first team to get 79% possession, 800 passes, but only have one attempt in the first half for the first time since 20 years in Premier League history. That tells you that we are seriously breaking the worst record ever ever since Todd Boehly came to this club. So listen, this game, it depends how Pochettino sets up. If he sets up the way he did against Liverpool at Anfield, then I don't see us getting the result against Manchester City. But if he sets up the way we did against Aston Villa away, then I feel like we will get the result. Do I see us getting a win? No. But if he sets up correctly, maybe there's a chance we could get a draw. So, and I know that many Liverpool and Arsenal fans will be hoping and begging, yeah, for Chelsea to get a result. Maybe Tottenham too, but mostly Arsenal and Liverpool because they were in the title race alongside Manchester City. So listen, what you got to do is pray. That's what you got to do. So you have to pray for Pot to set up the way he did against Aston Villa, because that's the only way we get to the result. But listen, I still don't trust Pochettino to have to settle like he did against Aston Villa. I know he's going to be putting Palmer to false nine, starting Noni Madueke and all that stuff. So that's why I don't trust him. And I know he's going to be allowing Caicedo to be isolated and allow Enzo Fernandez to be higher up the pitch and stuff like that. So that's why I still don't trust him. But I just really hope he proves me and the fans wrong, because none of us fans are confident in this game. I mean, some people went for a draw, which I don't think that's bad. But if Chelsea fans going for the win, then I feel like they're deluded. So yeah, I'm gonna go for 4-0 City. The goal scorers, I mean, and in Haaland to score twice, Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden. Those are going to be the goal scorers for that game tomorrow. So yeah, listen, the Chelsea women's game, we didn't get back to it. Yes, we've lost, but we created chances. This game is going to be the opposite. We're going to get battered. I don't think we're going to create so many chances, and we're going to definitely lose this game. So that's why I'm looking forward to this game, and that's why I'm so thankful that I'm not doing a live watch along and any console on that one, which is disappointing, but I thought that's a good thing. So there we go. So yeah, 4-0 to Manchester City. It's going to be my prediction for that game tomorrow. Then we move on into Sunday's games. The first one is at Bramall Lane, and it's Sheffield United against Brighton. And of course, Sheffield United lost their game, and Brighton also lost their game. But listen, Sheffield United, I feel like they're for me, they're going to be the first team to get relegated. So I feel like, and when these two met each other, I feel like it was a 1-1 draw. So I feel like Brighton needs to get that revenge and beat Sheffield United, and that's what I went for 2-0 Sheffield United, Brighton win. Because I feel like they will dominate against Sheffield United. They'll be off with them. They'll keep a clean sheet. They'll win the game, and yeah, they'll just get back to competing for European places. So yeah, I'm gonna go for 2-0 to Brighton. The goal scorers: Danny Welbeck and Pedro Neto. I'm not sure what's happening to Evan Ferguson. I'm not sure where he is, but anyway, that's going to be the goal scorers, and I still think that Brighton will do a job over Sheffield United, because Sheffield United, for me, they're going to be the first team to get relegated. Even though, wait, actually, no, they've won against Luton Town their last game. But yeah, their last home game, they've lost 5-0 against Aston Villa. But their last game, they beat Luton Town 3-1, which I didn't expect. I really didn't. But listen, I still think that Sheffield United will get another home loss without scoring as well. So yeah, 2-0 to Brighton is going to be my prediction for that game on Sunday. Their next stop is Luton Town versus Manchester United. Now, of course, Man United are starting to pick up form. They've beaten Aston Villa 2-1, so they did the double up for Aston Villa, and they're in contention for the top four. And they're in the position that like we should be, but we're not. So even though that both teams aren't doing particularly well this season, Chelsea are in an absolute mess and with the mud more than Manchester United. So listen, it's a tight pitch. Cause listen, the reason why I went for 2-1 United is because it's a tough game for them. But listen, Luton Town lost their home game against um, against Sheffield United. If Man United would have lost against Aston Villa and Luton Town would have got that win, then it would have been a reverse prediction. But listen, I still think Man United has still got their players back, and let's just hope Everton Hawk can keep this energy and keep the same chances as he did against Unai Emery's team. So yeah, I'm going to go for 2-1 Manchester United. And watch this, Hoyland is starting to pick up form. He really is. So I feel like he will score. um, who else? Maybe Garnacho to score as well. For Luton Town, I'm gonna go for Elijah. My former name. So I'm gonna go for him to score for Luton Town. So I'm gonna go for 2-1 to Manchester United. Tight pitch, difficult game for both teams, but I feel like Man United are gonna get those 3 points. So yeah, I'm gonna go for 2-1 to Manchester United. Right, the final game, Monday Night Football, Everton up against Crystal Palace. Now, I was thinking that there's going to be goals in this game. Actually, yeah, I'm going to change my prediction to 1-1, actually, because Crystal Palace are close to the bottom. For Everton, they were in a relegation zone. And even though Luton Town lost, Everton are still in the relegation zone because they've lost as well against Manchester City 2-0. So Listen, I don't know what to think of both them teams. I don't know who's going to win this game. That's why I'm going to go for 1-1 draw. Palace goal scorer, I'm going to go for Edward. For Everton, maybe the Corway. Yeah, I'm going to go for 1-1 draw because I don't know what to expect of both teams. And plus, I want to wish Roy Hodgson a speedy recovery because he's going to miss out this game because he is stable, but he just felt ill. So I don't think he's going to be allowed to. Well, it depends if he feels better. If not, then I feel like an assistant manager will come in and just just see what he can do for Crystal Palace. But yeah, so yeah, I want to wish Roy Hodgson a speedy recovery and hopefully he comes back soon because he's 76 years old and he's getting older. I mean, but he's under some serious pressure. If he doesn't pick up results, now I feel like he's going to be another manager to get sacked this season. He really is. So yeah, Crystal Palace is under some serious pressure. So it's a must win for both teams, but I can see this being a 1-1 draw. So there we go. So yeah, I'm going to go for Everton 1, Crystal Palace 1 for that game on Monday Night Football. All right, guys. So that is it. That is all my predictions for game week number 25. So, like I said, this is going to be a very quick video because right now I've got to eat dinner for tonight. I've got to prepare myself to sleep so that I can drive myself down into Bournemouth to leave my family tomorrow. So that's why I'm going to make this video quick. And like I said, no content for the Man City away game, but I will watch the game and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on that one when I get back home on Sunday. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. And if you did, let me know in the comments down below. And what's your predictions? Be active in the comments down below, and I'll react to them as soon as I can. Don't forget if you are new, hit the subscribe button below, hit the bell notification so that never miss any of my YouTube content. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you click the share button so that everyone is welcome to give their thoughts and opinions on my predictions and give their predictions in the comments down below. So get active as soon as you can. So, guys, I'm going to enjoy myself to both tomorrow, and like I said, no content tomorrow, but I will give you guys my thoughts and opinions on that one as soon as I get back home. So make sure you guys tune in, stay tuned to that one. So yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of your games. Have a great weekend, and as always, look after yourselves. Take care. Big up your damn selves. Goodbye. God bless, and I'll catch you guys again very soon. Peace.